music, cause silent, nah, that's not me.
No, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. Sex any girl, nah, that's not me. Lips any girl, nah, that's not me. Yeah, I used to wear Gucci and put it all in the bin, cause that's not me. True, I used to look like you, but just...
Hey guys, finally we are back. We are now on my PC taking the stream over. Gonna see what we can make of this. Straight away we got a Q pop though. Good news, all teams are ready. Conk, how are you feeling, buddy?
Well, I'm a little bit discouraged after all these delays between technical issues and the teams, but we are in this game, so I'm excited to finally get that going. And I think these will be good games. I think we've got some new people coming in on Forgotten Crusaders. We've got Devim on the FC. Hopefully no one goes online. Offline. Just kidding. He's been well behaved lately. Best World is on the Rogue as well, which is a change, I believe. I haven't seen Best World play pre-mades in a very long time, so you know, I'm excited to see that as well.
Yeah, same. I'm pretty interested to see like how this is all going to pan out, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this is just going to go really smoothly and both teams like have a good idea of how things should go and whatnot. But we're going to find out soon because the gates are surely and soon going to open. Just having a breakdown of this, I'd noticed that Devon as well, Matt, he's playing on a level 20 character. That's kind of like
hey,
the
if
stage
it works
that we've got to. Yeah. Okay, so let's just take a look in the game right now, guys. As you can see here, we have 20 players. I'm getting a phone call, so let me just turn that off. Put that on silent. Yeah, we have 20 players here. Let's have a breakdown of these teams real quick. We got a rogue on either team. Pretty interesting stuff there. We're going to see a lot of hard open plays there, a lot of sap control coming on to FCs there. Let's see if Devon still got it. Interested to see if he's still got the knack of FC in here. But now the gates are open, Conk, so go on, buddy, take me through what do you think the teams are going to look to do?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a lot like you see in some other brackets. There's going to be that initial mid clash. The big difference here is that people will leave from the top of the base instead of the tunnel a lot of the times, simply because you can mount up faster. So there's a bit more movement speed than we're used to seeing in these spectated games, and they're actually opening up right now. The Warriors coming in onto the other warrior on the other team, and some penances coming in as well. It looks like it's not a whole lot of pressure coming out right now. There's a berserker coming out from the warrior on Ripduck's Ducklings, and he's not putting out too much pressure. It looks like Devim Trainer is taking a little damage as well. It looks like he actually got caught out of stealth at one point.
Yeah, he absolutely did there, and I don't know if that's going to set them back or not, because let's take a look at the FC from the enemy team, Google. Let's take a look at his position here. He's managing to cross all the way there. Best Will, take a look at him. He's out in mid now, just trying to sap control Zoro at this point because he's unsure of Best Will's position. So it looks like at this point, in regards to FC's position, that the Ripduck's Ducklings are ahead. And notice that one of the players has gone down on Ripduck's Ducklings as well in the team fight. So it looks like the Forgotten Crusaders now are going to make a push over here. You can see the Rep Paladins going in deep, pushing in hard. The Warriors slamming out Cleave here, connecting onto the Warrior here. He instantly gets global there. Great swap there by the Forgotten Crusaders, but Lipsin Lizard, the disc, is in so much trouble. Just throwing out flash heals over and over, trying to keep himself up, but he does go down as well. And the Forgotten Crusaders, they have taken the initial fight, and this is going to buy them a hell of a lot of momentum in this first fight.
Yeah, you can see that they just cleared up a ton of Ripduck Ducklings teams on the side frames. You'll notice the people who are dead don't have a frame, so they have a pretty strong control over the open midfield right now. Devim's trainer, actually, he does have the flag. He's coming out tunnel right now. He's getting met by Bedwarmer on the, I believe that's a survival hunter that he's with. Eero is right behind Devim, though. He's in cat form, trying to catch up, but as Devim's getting opened onto with that Moonfire, he does pop into travel form. It looks like he's going to be able to cross safely here. Ripduck's Ducklings were not able to push enough in front of the tunnel to really cut him off, and Eero was too far behind with that pressure from Bedwarmer on him to be able to catch. So it does look like Devim's going to make it safely across, and on the other side of the Horde ramp, you can see that Good Luck is actually trying to cross now. He's got a few partners with him, and he's taking a little bit of pressure. He doesn't realize that Best World is right in front of him with that stealth, just keeping along with him, tracking his progress. He might throw out a sap sooner or later. He actually throws a sap onto Zero, who does actually use his trinket to escape that. So that's a one less trinket for their defensive maneuvers. It looks like Quack's actually going to open up onto Good Luck now, and they're actually jumping onto him with a War Stomp, and actually, it does not look like they're going to catch him. He pops the swiftness, and he manages to get out, barely surviving, though. He's got 36% health right now. He's going to go into the hut and get that rejuvenation. He should be good for the moment, though, but the Forgotten Crusaders are still pushing up onto him. They don't want to allow him to get into the tunnel, and they are going to actually successfully cut him off, and Good Luck is taking a lot of pressure once more. Zero's going to have to do really good with those heals, but a huge silence just came out onto Zero, so he missed a second, had to be able to keep some of his teammates up. It looks like he's in an all right position. He's got a bit of a buffer with his teammates in front of him right now, but don't mistake it. If Forgotten Crusaders manages to get a few kills, then Good Luck is in a very vulnerable spot right now. And I'm not sure how bursty this bracket is. It seems a little less bursty than others, but we will see what ends up happening here. There are 4 stacks right now.
Yeah, you just got to notice that Devon, though, he has got 2 people looking to contest him very soon, making the push up. At this stage, you can see here he's falling all the way back now. He's got Shampoo there with him. He's got Zen QT there as well. Forgotten Crusaders know that they've overstayed their welcome in the enemy GY there. Golduck has just accidentally used his Bark Skin, I do believe. I don't see any reason for that with just Rogue and Druid with the rest of his team there opening up on him. I mean, there's not a lot of pressure that came in there, so maybe they can make something of this if the Forgotten Crusaders can keep Quack alive, but he does go down there. It'd have been great if they could keep him up and alongside Best World, because they could have really capitalized on that in an additional opener. It looks like Golduck's going to be pretty safe right now, so let's just address the team fight and see what's going on here. You can see the Rips Ducklings, they're just trying to punish the Forgotten Crusaders for making that push back in, but they are players down on the Forgotten Crusaders as well. I think it's a bit of a questionable play to push into the GY here. If it was me, I'd be telling my team to fall back with 6 stacks at the ready right now. Devon Trainer could be vulnerable if they manage to catch him in a stun of some kind.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Gripduck's Ducklings are actually putting out a bit of counter pressure right here. The Forgotten Crusaders, really, they need to start falling back, if you ask me, because if they don't, they're just going to start getting picked off one by one. You see eye level matters. He's taking so much pressure right there, and he's not falling back at all. In fact, he's actually just pushed up a little bit more, trying to cast some damage onto the enemy team, which is okay because he's a Shadow Priest, which is viable, but he does not have a lot of support. He just got silenced right there, and he's taking a little less pressure. The pressure is now actually on the backline where Eero got caught out. Looks like by Best World and Bedwarmer he got caught out. At the same time, though, Eye Level Matters finally goes down in midfield. So it looks like Gripduck's Ducklings are actually starting to establish more control in mid right now. They do have someone down as well. And Eero is not actually going to go into the base. I believe he's hoping to set up on Devon Trainer soon. There are 8 stacks, so I wouldn't be surprised if Halloween opens up now.
Yeah, he just got the sap there to try and bait a lot of the team of Forgotten Crusaders back towards Devon to think that they're going to bait an opener there. So it's kind of good sap, really, allowing his team to push onto top of the Devon while he couldn't move at all. But notice that Eero just got pulled out. Is his team going to be able to keep him alive? I'm not sure if they're going to. He does manage to stay alive. Great stuff there. We can dive back into stealth and assist with the open here. But so much damage is coming out to Devon now. He's got no bark skin available, and he does just go down there. But a repick has come out by Sergeant Quack. Fast fingers there. Great job. Shifted straight into bear form. He's got so many people on him right now. He's got 3 melee just training him down, trying to get the higher ground to get a vantage point. But he does go down. Another repick has come out by Shamu, the shaman. He's making a push back to the graveyard. Managed to distance himself from the enemy team. Done a fantastic job of getting away there. There's just a little bit of range DPS coming into him. He's going to be able to heal straight through that. Probably looking for a pass up to the GY there. Devon, that's the one. Picks it up in the graveyard, and it looks like that flag is going to be safe for now. Great job.
Yeah, it looks like Good Luck is
well.
actually taking quite a bit of damage right now. He's getting a lot of pressure, but at the same time, Gripduck's Ducklings are starting to catch on. He's dropping down to 35% and actually gets picked back up real quick. Tries to drop the flag. He actually drops the flag, maybe thinking he needed to reset or someone needed to pass it. They need to repick, but he just dropped the flag there. I'm not sure what that was about. It's a very strange time
right
to
there,
drop it.
Kong. I think that he dropped the flag there because he had such high stacks he was going to die anyway. And looking at the position of Devon Trainer, he would have had to run all the way around to be able to get the flag at the tunnel. He was hoping that someone will get a repick beforehand. But by the looks of things, I don't think that anyone's going to be able to beat on the repick here. I mean, Rip Ducklings, that half of the team is dead. It looks like a secure cap here by the Forgotten Crusaders. So great job.
It does look like a secure cap, but I will note that one of the teams just had a disconnection or had a player not in the game for some reason. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I'm assuming they'll keep playing, hoping he'll come back.
We'll just have to see. We'll bide some time out on that because it is pretty far into the game now, so we don't want to force these players to keep restarting. The spot will still be reserved within the battleground for a significant amount of time, so you may be able to get back in. This is just all in the name of fun anyway, guys. You just have to remember that. But let's take a look at what's going on here. We can see Kung's getting sapped up in the middle here. You can see Halloween X just doing his work in the middle, trying to slow the Forgotten Crusaders down while his team regroups, because they are now down a player. They are 9 players. It was kind of back and forward in the team fight beforehand. Whereas now it's going to be a little bit more one-sided in the Forgotten Crusaders' favour, but maybe they're going to play around it, going to look to play some objective games and really step up and start using the brains and try to outthink the team of Forgotten Crusaders.
Yeah, indeed. It looks like, again, they're just going to clash in midfield. It looks like Forgotten Crusaders has a bit of advantage in midfield right now just because they have more players out there. There's a pretty big Frost Nova coming down as Ripduck's Ducklings tries to put a little bit of damage distance in between themselves, but actually the Warrior just charges right in trying to get some damage onto Kunks, but he does not manage to do anything. It looks like that was probably a bad idea to go in right there because, as you see, the Warriors ended up dying. And Zero is now trying to escape. He's not going to be able to do that. So right now, Ripduck's team, they are just a little bit staggered. They've got a lot of people in the graveyard. Devem actually getting the flag now, taking a little damage. He's got Arrow on him with the Berserker. He's going to try to maybe pull some fancy jumps out here. I'm not sure if he'll decide to commit. Probably he's going to get met by his team, and he's basically in the clear. It's going to be very hard right now for Ripduck's Ducklings to actually cut him off. But remember, there are mounts in this bracket, so it's possible that someone can manage to outdistance him. I don't know. It's a very interesting view right here because on the right side of the map, you have Lipson's Lizard heading up the Horde tunnel. At the same time, Devim is heading up the Alliance tunnel. He's going to have to pop out of travel form right now and go into cat form. If he has dash and if boots are up, he will get this cap. It's really just a race to the flag room. And actually, it does look like Good Luck manages to pick it up. Is he going to be able to meet his support that was meeting him, though? He's already got a Hunter on him, so he's taking a bit of damage. He's just going to have to use his abilities properly. Looks like he's actually going to get cut off by Best Warmer 2. This is really risky. He's going to go for the jump, and he does get met by his team. Still taking a little bit of pressure. Not going to be enough to kill him. He'll probably get away right here.
Yeah, great job by him there. Good communication with the team to be able to coordinate the position coming out the graveyard. Pretty standard stuff, but it's very important to be able to line that up well and make sure that people are responding, getting into the right position. They managed to save him right there, but do notice that Sergeant Quack is in stealth, kind of lingering around Ghoulduck at this point. He's going to be waiting for his pal Best World to get there. Maybe do an early open up to try and get a trinket or something out of him. You know, trinket in the cheap shot, and then later in stacks with no trinket, they can just stun him out of form or something. That's what I'd be trying to push my team to do right now. But you can see Rip's Ducklings, they are just dropping like flies right now. 2 of them are dead, and Hulk's brother is almost down here. Lizzie is going to probably fall down as well here, sitting around 50%. Is getting picked back up by Zoro, though, so great job by him. Halloween X has opened up in the team fight here as well. Either that or he got pulled out, and he's just dropped to the floor to Ghoulduck, though. He's anticipated that, and he's headed towards the GY. I'm not sure if he agreed with this. I think he should have been heading up the tunnel, really, because now he's going to get bottlenecked into the graveyard, and they're just going to be able to just clamp down on him. If he'd have gone up the tunnel and sat at the top of the graveyard, at least he's going to separate the team of Forgotten Crusaders, forcing people up ramp or people chasing him up the tunnel whilst they're trying to get some graveyard control. And that would bought his team a lot of time to really do something. Tom, give me an update. I'm not seeing people coming back. Have people left the game at this stage because of the...
No, people have no... It's still 9 versus 10. We're still hoping that last person comes back. I think part of the reason you're seeing so many frames missing on the side is because people are dead. There was clearly a miscommunication on Ripduck's team where you had the mage in the healing hut near the Horde graveyard separated from a rogue who may have gotten caught out of stealth, and a boomkin who in cat form who also may have gotten caught out of stealth. So I really think that was just a botched attempt to try to make a early kill on the FC happen. However, it didn't pan out. So Ripduck's Ducklings, they just invested a lot of time in that failed attempt right there. So I think they're really going to need to, especially with only 9 players, they're really going to need to coordinate something, get their...
Gouldog's being opened up on, though. He's used the Bite Skin there. He didn't choose to trinket that cheat shot, but he's taking so much damage. Healer's unable to heal. He just goes down. He just gets flopped on there. Great job. I think that was Best World on the return there to Devon, though. Let's take a look at his situation. He's been opened up on very softly there, but you can see Aero, it's going to be him on the solo game here. Sergeant Quack is trying to assist him there, but he's playing the Boomkin Druid, but this Feral Druid is trying to just unload now onto Devon. If he can, he's probably going to choose to go for the repick, which he is. I think that's a pretty wise move, but take a look at Naya's position, though. He's at the top of the graveyard there. I think that was a cheeky fence jump up, because I'm pretty sure he just died, but what that's going to enable is going to be able to cut off Aero here, and he's not going to be able to sustain himself against the damage of that Hunter. But Devon Trainer is taking a lot of damage now, and he's dipping down kind of low, regrowthing himself to keep himself up. I think that's just raw dot damage from the Feral Druid.
Yeah, that's a
still
moonfire. Oh my goodness, with 6 stacks, that's
there.
Scary.
Absolutely. Aero has been pulled out of stealth, though, by Sergeant Quack. Great job by Quack there. Good anticipation to know where he's going to be in stealth. Very good way of reading the game there. Great plays by him. He has dropped down, though. He's going to have no support in the tunnel. Devon's going to be able to run this flag home. He does get support. Gouldog's in stealth. They're probably going to look for the fast cap after that. I think they're just giving that cap away, because take a look at Gouldog right now. He's not appearing on my frames. I can't see him. Yes, there he is. He's all the way in the base now. He's sat in stealth, waiting for everyone to leave the base so he can get a free run out there. Probably going to look for the quick cap. I wonder if he's going to be able to actually execute this well. Let's take a look at where his team are right now, though. The Disciplined Priest is in middle. With the Resto Shaman. It looks like they're getting the push on the team fight here as Vegeta has gone down. That's one of the Rep Paladins there. ZenQT is possibly going to drop here too. He does go down. We have mid control on Rip's Duckling, so that's the cue for Gouldog to pick up that flag, and he already has, and he's heading out towards the graveyard. Going to get cut off, though, by Sergeant Quack, possibly Best World, but I don't think that they're in a position to be able to kill him before his teammates will essentially get to him.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like Forgotten Crusaders has a bit of people down right now. So if Ripduck's team, like, they could try to mount a comeback here. Theoretically, people can cap flags pretty fast in this bracket. So I mean, if he can cross field and they can manage to keep the flag contained, the Alliance flag contained, they could cap here and then try to go for a second quick cap. If I were them, I'm not a 29s professional by any means, but that's what I would do. I would try to turn this game around. It's still winnable. And I think that Ripduck's team realizes that it's still winnable. You see Good Luck just charging straight up tunnel, not going to wait for his team. He's all alone. Hopefully there's going to be somebody who can meet him in there to show him a little bit of support, because this is a very risky situation that's coming down into the Alliance flag room.
Yeah, Devon managed to just get the pick there. He does have the support of his Resto Shaman there, but I think he's just chosen to line him there. He's just going to make a break for it. I think this is a questionable decision. Devon's taking so much damage. The Riptide comes out. It does go down. And does the cap get secured? I believe it does.
It
that
does,
is
yes.
2-1 to Forgotten Crusaders. The potential comeback is coming now. Aero's pushing out of the base. Is he going to look to go for a fast pick? I can't see anyone on the other side of the map at this point. Let's take a look at Gouldog's position. Yeah, he's on the break for it. He wants to get there for the next cap. Devon is down. It's Sergeant Quack's job to get the next pick.
Yeah, keep in mind it's next cap wins, because if next cap could win, because with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left, there's not much time. So if Ripduck's team manages to cap, it's 2-2, but they got the last cap, so they'll win. If Forgotten Crusaders manages to cap, the game is over. So, I mean, the next 3 minutes are going to be very interesting. Ripduck's team, they need to be aggressive here. They need to establish dominance in midfield as soon as possible. Now, they are down a player, so they are at a slight disadvantage. They're going to have to rely
the
on
sap,
Ripduck's
though, has come out.
experience.
The sap has connected onto Gouldog here. Best World managed to pull him out of stealth with it. He's going to go for the triple sap, maybe the cheap shot opener, just to slow him down as much as possible. Doesn't look like he's going to choose to do that. I think that might be pretty smart, because if he goes and picks the flag, he can then, you know, he's going to be able to be in a position to triple sap him on the way out, allow his team to come and crash in on him whilst trying to hold off Rip's Ducklings at this stage. I think that may have been a good idea.
Yeah, it looks like Quack has just stopped moving in midfield. He's now mounting up and turning back into the Alliance base, deciding to go on D, remembering that possibly... Is Mount faster than travel form? I'm really not sure. However, Devon is now picking up the flag. He's already at 50% health. He's coming out flag room. He pops that dash. Boots are up, but he doesn't get the boots. Yeah, he gets thrown out with the bubble. He's getting in some heals now. He's going to just push through the defense in front of the tunnel. He's got a cheap shot on him. He's been opened up on, but he's got a ton of support right now. Big Warstorm coming out onto Forgotten Crusaders. Devim is just trying to put as much distance as possible. He gets charged. He's getting hit with the penance. The arcane missiles are coming out. I don't believe the team has a frost mage, so you don't have to worry about that massive ray of frost coming out. And he does manage to put some distance between him and the enemy team, throw himself a heal. And now Good Luck is getting opened up on with the sap, and he is out of form right now. He's popping back into travel form. He's going to get opened up on now. This is going to be really, really close behind the enemy healing HUD right now on the Alliance. He does manage to get with his team, so he does look like he's in a pretty good position right now. I was thinking that Forgotten Crusaders was going to push up very, very hard right there, wanting to cut him off as much as possible, but it does look like he's in a very good spot. Good Luck. If he can get maybe into the base behind the graveyard, I think that's where he'll be good. Right now,
going all in conk. Take a look at what's going on here. Gul'Dok, he's probably going to be sitting on cap. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Devon Trainer and the Forgotten Crusaders are going on full defense now. They're on the full retreat there, looking to take it back up the tunnel. Rip's Ducklings, they know that they have to make the push, but take a look at the position of everyone. There's only Aero that's able to contest Devon at this stage, and that would be a 1v5. That would be suicide. At this stage in time, it looks like Rip's Ducklings, they are going to lose this game. It's going to take a miracle for them to be able to recover it at this stage.
It's going to be very close. There's only 3 stacks right now, so there's not a whole lot of, instant kill potential coming out right now, and especially because there's only 9 people on Ripduck's Ducklings, and if Devim's team mounts a full assault, Forgotten Crusaders mounts a full gauntlet right here, they're in a really good spot. There's only 40 seconds left, so Ripduck's Ducklings, like their entire team, besides the flag carrier, likely needs to be pushing up the tunnel right now and like approaching the opening of the Horde roof, which is, I think, exactly what's going to happen. They are not giving up, but they do only have 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of them getting through here. Best Will's just on the pistol shot, snaring down all of the incoming opposers here. Just doing a great job of just keeping them down there. You can see now the Frost Novas are coming out. It's just stalling them long enough to secure that kill. And yeah, having a look at Devon Trainer, he's absolutely fine on the roof. Gul'Dok is sat on cap, just hoping his team can pull off a miracle. And they failed to do that, unfortunately. But honestly, I want to say that Rip's Ducklings, seen as though there was a player down, that was fantastic. That was a fantastic effort.
Yeah,
just having a quick really once over here of the killing blows. You see it's pretty even up at the top there. Bedwarmer topping it. We've got Lizzie and Hulk's brother closely following up behind him. Having a look at the damage, a lot of the top 4 damage dealers was on Forgotten Crusaders, so you can see they was very dominant throughout that game in the team fight, and that's probably something to do with the 9 players. But at the same time, I still feel like that Rip's Ducklings, they could have done a little more damage if they could hold the team fight a little longer as well. So maybe they've got some positioning issues, some coordination issues with the healers. I'm unsure. Maybe they was doing a great job and were just being overpowered just due to the lack of numbers. Finally, taking a look at the healing, you've got Lips and Lizard absolutely destroying it up there at almost 500,000 there. Then you've got ZenQT straight up behind him, coming up at around 300k. All in all, great performance by both teams. I hope we get to see another game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to happen if these teams are down for more. I think we might be able to get some in, but we'll have to wait to see if one of the teams are able to refill. I'm being told that both teams are saying that there's going to be one more game. So yeah, perhaps we should cut to music real quick.
Yeah, we could probably jump into some music, but I just kind of want to go through some stuff in that previous game. I just want to talk about what went down there. I mean, by what it was looking like, I feel like that a lot of the players, they was trying to adopt level 19 strategies into the 29 bracket. And why I don't see that working is just due to the dynamic difference. You have a lot more things that you can really capitalize on with mobility utility, defensive utility, the way you can get around the map, having the mounts as well. That's so key. I feel like that the people should be able to like dive onto FCs way more, rather than just trying to play like a base-to-base strategy all the time. I know people like to go with things that they see that work, but I mean, it just seemed like that it was a little too bland. I feel like there could have been a lot more aggression applied from both teams and sustainable damage as well. You know, with people making pushes, I feel like the healers could be able to keep up with it. And we could see a lot more going on there, a lot more cross CC. Got a lot of crowd controls in the bracket here as well. Maybe people have noticed that, and maybe they're going to address it in the next game, because we do know that there's going to be one more game at least for this broadcast. So let's hope that things can change. Yeah, it's quite hard to really judge the meta game in this bracket. You know, it's not really been dabbled with within Legion. Arguably able to say that about WoD as well. There was some pre-mades and stuff that was going on. But, you know, we've not really seen enough of it to really know what the meta game's going to be. And off of that last game, we're not really going to be able to make an assessment to see, like, dramatic changes as to how people should play. Just due to the no offense to players or anything, but it's the quality of play as well. These are pleb mates, these are pugs. There'll be some players that have, you know, more skill than others. So there's going to be weak links, people who could pull the weight better in the roles and stuff. So we can't really see how a meta game should pan out. At least I can't see it as clear as day. Maybe we've got some people who play 29s a lot, you know, war games and stuff that I'm unaware of, and they've got a lot of practice within it. So yeah, I feel like at this stage it's quite hard to really decide how each team should play. But we could see Devon and Raz's team. They was coming in strong. They managed to win 2-1, but one player down on Rickbot's team. Maybe we're going to see a difference in the next game when he gets to 10. Can barely see who, sorry?
Wants to play Priest, message him.
Oh yeah, you was. For some reason, I'm unsure of that. Yeah, that was just an overlay thing. My bad. Yeah, I had to really quickly pull this together, guys, so I'm sorry about that, Conk's only been muted since we've been out of the game, so that's not too bad. Anyway.
Alright, good. That's good to hear. I see that meme, Saxon. It's a good one. That's making me laugh.
But yeah. Okay, so we're going to be getting into these games pretty soon. Guys,
yeah, hopefully.
Guys in chat, what do you guys think? I mean, who was the MVP of the last game, guys in chat? What do you think?
Yeah,
who do you think, Conk? What do you think? Who do you think the MVP was?
I think I'm gonna call Devem. Really?
You think so?
Yeah. His FCing was great. He was where he needed to be when he needed to be. He hardly died at all. He didn't get caught out of stealth very often. Maybe once at the beginning he got caught out of stealth, but like the other FC, I feel like they got caught out multiple times. And I feel like that probably played a pretty large difference in the game, Devem not getting caught out. Yeah,
well, he got caught out in the opener, didn't he? He got pulled out by the Boomkin, so, you know, that was great. I can't remember the name of that, the Boomkin. It was like EON or EOR or something like that. But yeah, MVP, I think it's going to be pretty difficult to say. I kind of feel like it's... I want to say one of the rogues. I'm arguable to say Best World, because I noticed he was always in a very good covering position for his FC. He was always in position. Well, the majority of the time he was in position when he needed to be.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, he was always on his way. When I was checking, I was like, he should be there. And if he was only yards behind where I would have expected him to be, he was quite on point with that.
Yeah, he seemed like he was definitely anticipating the positioning of the enemy FC pretty well. So definitely. He was very. I was impressed with that as well, because I don't think he's played very frequently.
Yeah, so. I also want to say the FC from Ripduck's team as well, because you have to remember when they had 9 players, they managed to land that fast cap.
Yeah.
So, you know, getting out of that base, I know that the team was in a great position because his team had mid control, surprisingly, and he managed to get across. But he's got to the base pretty quickly, and he managed to score the cap. And whether he did some crazy play or not to actually do so, you know, he did his job, man. He was there. He was thinking, because he could have tried to re-pick the flag up before that Devon caps the previous flag and gone for a YOLO, but he was smart. He decided to play it out, play the long game, go for the counter cap, and it was successful. So, you know, that's just good plays. That's good initiative. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yep, and I was just told we should be getting into these games within a minute, so it shouldn't be much longer until we're getting some more action going. And this one will be a 10v10, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly excited to see if Ripduck's Ducklings manages to, you know, have learned a few things in between this game, you know, address whatever issues they were having. I think one big... I feel like they could have turned this game around. At one point, they had 3 people looking to set up on Devon, and they just totally botched their attempt to kill the FC there. And if they had managed to kill the FC, then it would have maybe been a different result in those games. And I'm sending out the queue right now, so hopefully we'll be getting in.
Yeah, the Quack Spike jump was really good. Only joke, bro. I mean, it was the only thing you could do in that situation. He got the repick. He had no support. He was just trying to survive. I just said that was a good decision to make. But chat clearly loves to troll him about that. That's pretty funny. We do have a queue pop, so we're going to be getting into this right away.
Hopefully both teams will get in.
Okay, so Conk, taking a look at the teams, the compositions, a lot of it's going to be the same, but I want you to take me through what you think the team should be doing, especially in the opener. How do you think the team fight should be playing out, having a look at the team's healer compositions and whatnot?
Well, that's the thing. Ripduck's Ducklings, looks like, do they have 2 Holy Paladins?
Both of those are Retribution. Both are Retribution.
Oh man, I just got to say, I know you want me to talk about what I think is going to happen, but these transmogs are like some next level transmogs, man. Like Kunks, that's sick with the Tower of Brilliance. Oh man, all right. But getting into the real deal here, we've got all 10 people in the game, so that's good. I think that's Party Girl playing on Team Ripduck. I think there's going to be a pretty big mid clash coming in. I think Ripduck's Ducklings is kind of betting on winning midfield. I feel like they feel like they have to win midfield because they're getting beat objectively. At least last game they got beat objectively. So I think now they feel like, you know, we have to win midfield. We have to establish that control, and that will allow us to move about the map more freely. So I think that's what they're going to aim to do here. Forgotten Crusaders, though, I'm not sure. I don't think they're maybe putting that level of thought into it. I think they're just thinking, all right, we'll win midfield again and call it a fucking day. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think they're going to see a lot more resistance from Ripduck's Ducklings this time around.
Yeah, I think that's quite possible, you know. Yeah, we're about to find out though, guys. We're going to be getting straight on into this. There are 3 seconds left on the clock. Let's go.
2-1.
The gates are open. The SCs don't seem to have changed. Is that Healy Twink that's been pulled in there on the Hunter for Forgotten Crusaders? That's a new player on one of the teams there. Pretty interesting. I like to have good Hunters. So we got Party Girl and Healy Twink on Hunters. It's going to be a clash of the Hunters. Who's going to perform better? Unsure at this point in time.
Yeah, man, is one of these priests Shadow or both these priests Shadow?
I think they're running with 2 healers on Forgotten Crusaders team. They've got a Resto Shaman, they've got a Disc Priest, they've got 2 Rep Paladins. They're going to go all out team fight. They're going to have to here, otherwise they're just going to fall behind on damage, and they're just going to fall behind on healing, and they're just going to get...
Yeah, the clash coming in now. A big silence coming out from the Pixel, who just charged in there, just all willy-nilly. Sorry, not Pixel, the warrior on Ripduck's team. It looks like Ripduck's team has a positional advantage right here. You can see they're playing on top of a bush, so it's a little hard to keep track of. But I do think that a lot more pressure is coming out from Ripduck's Ducklings. However, a huge silence comes out onto their casters, and you see Forgotten Crusaders trying to make the counter push. Hulk's brother is taking so much damage, getting healed up up to full as he charges in. Pixel taking a little bit of pressure there too, just putting out the Arcane Blast. That cheeky trap just came out. If Lips just backs up a little bit, he's going to get caught in a trap, but that got missed. It looks like Eye Level Matters also taking quite a bit of pressure, going off to the side, trying to maybe get some sneaky damage in there. He's a Shadow Priest, so I think Shadow Priests are relatively strong at this bracket. Hulk's brother charging in with very low health. He must have a lot of trust in his healers to be able to push in with that low health there, because he could have gone down. He could still go down. He tries to throw an axe. He gets taken down. It looks like Ripduck's Ducklings took the gamble, and they were correct in taking that gamble, because right now they have mid control.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at where Ghoulduck is, though. He's managed to push out here. Sergeant Quack is on the contest here. Halloween is straight up behind. I'm going to try and peel Ghoulduck there. Need to get a cheap shot peel if he can to try and slow things down. Best World open up with a cheap shot, though. Ghoulduck is going to be in a lot of trouble. His Barkskin's about to end forced to use the dash there as well. Double stun coming out onto Ghoulduck. Into the blind. Insta trinket on that. Great job by holding that there, knowing that the blind could be anticipated by Ghoulduck. Party Girls is looking to contest here now as well, and Zuro has connected with him just in time, going to heal him across mid. Sergeant Quack is hot on his tail, though, probably going to catch a stun out onto Zuro, possibly going to go into the full trap here. Is he going to connect? No, he doesn't have it. It's going to be on CD. The aim shot comes out, connected onto Ghoulduck. So much damage here. Is he going to be able to do anything? He does drop there, and the return does come out, so great job there. Devon's going to be able to run this flag home. He's not actually. He's just
get out of the base.
He can't get out of the base here because he's just taking so much damage by these defenders here. Healy, Twink, and Aero. He does go down, so that's a cross kill on these flag carriers. Great play by these guys, knowing that they had to stop that pick by Devon there because Ghoulduck wasn't going to make it across mid. So great job by them.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought we were going to see some Devon jumps, flashback to the TC16 jump video right there, but he ended up going down before he could even get a heal off. So he tried. He was about to pull out something. I have a feeling he was going to try for something fancy, but he just did not have enough time. There's too much pressure coming out onto him. And that's really, I mean, Ripduck's team, they managed to get that return, which is good. Forgotten Crusaders managed to get that team, which was good, but they were unable to connect and meet their FC. So right now, not much has changed. Forgotten Crusaders has the flag. However, Ripduck's team is clearly in control of mid, pushed all the way up to the Horde graveyard. So it's going to be hard for Halloween to cross right here. It looks like he actually has his druid friend with him. He should be passing this flag momentarily. There it is. And it should be interesting. Are they going to just full commit right here, knowing that the enemy team could just turn around? I would have gone graveyard, honestly. If I were them, I would have gone graveyard. And Good Luck can have somebody on top of him right now. However, there are mounts, so it doesn't really matter if you get on top of the FC. And Devon's trainer now has a flag coming out with a huge war stomp, getting into bear form. He knows he needs to be able to sustain himself a little bit. Big silence coming out. I don't know if he's going to be able to make this out of the base too. They need to be sending more support with Devon because he is just struggling to make it out of the base right now, and it's not going to be good as a big war storm comes out there, prevents the prevents the repick. No, Eero can't get that repick and then dash away. It's unfortunate. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of communication being successfully communicated right now.
Ghoulduck's going to run the flag home. It's going to be a 1v1 between Ghoulduck and Sergeant Quack here, but Quack's choosing to run away. Halloween's opened up onto him though. Quack could go down, even the return could come out. It does. Is Best World going to get the repick? No. Yes, he does. He manages to get the click. He beats Ghoulduck to the cap. Great job by him. He has nothing available though. Gets caught into the stun. He does go down. The cap comes over by Rips Ducklings. Great repick there by Best World. Only if he had his parry available there, his riposte. That maybe could have kept him alive, but I don't think that he would have had any healers with him to support him. Let's just have a quick look, cycling through them healers. Yeah, he had no support at all. That was just really unfortunate. He had no other choice to pick. He would have been useless if he'd let the cap go there as well. So he just tried to stall as long as possible. I mean, great play, fast fingers. Let's see what happens on this next cap.
Yeah, honestly, right now, Forgotten Crusaders, their entire team is pushing mid. If they engage right now, I think they have the advantage, but they're not engaging. If I were them, I would try to get an early pick. Maybe on Party Girls, I'd be pushing very hard right now. They need to make sure they can maintain the lead that they currently have. And if they lose mid like they have been losing mid the rest of this game, it's it's going to be very difficult to do, because you can rest assured that Ripduck's team is not going to continue making the same mistakes that they've been making. This time, I'm willing to bet that they will get out of the base.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I just think that, like, well, for a start, I think Ripduck's Ducklings, they're in a great spot right now. But Bedwarmer did manage to get the charge up onto Healy Twink. He's going to have to drop down here. And you can see here as well that that Sergeant Quack, he is on the aggressive there, just trying to peel off Aero here. Healy Twink could go down. He's getting picked back up, though. You can see Bedwarmer. He's just going relentless onto Healy Twink. He wants to score that kill. Healy Twink choosing to give him that kill. Going to go for the quick res, knowing that he wasn't going to survive there. Probably good judgment call by him.
Yeah, and here you have Devim's trainer cutting. He's actually popping dash. He's gonna go for it. He's actually, oh, he gets caught in the blind. He trinkets out. He's making some very good distance. However, Eero could try to cut him off right here. Eero's so low. Devim could even just throw a there's not really much Eero could do right there, honestly. He threw out a War Stomp right there. If I were him, I wouldn't have even engaged. There was no way he was going to be able to take Devim moving at that speed with that low health. I think pushing up that far was a mistake. However, a very well executed cross coming out from Devim right there. He went at the exact right time to not get cut off. That was I was very impressed by that. And Good Luck is actually getting opened up on right now. He pops his Trinket. He's trying to put some distance. A big War Stomp coming out onto Ripduck's Ducklings, and Good Luck does manage to put just enough distance. That speed boost coming out from that Druid, that's huge. They almost had him right there. He used his Trinket very well, managed to survive because of it. And they have stabilized for the moment. A big hammer of justice coming out onto Zero right there. Another trap consecutively. There's a lot of silences going on. However, it does look like Ripduck's Ducklings, they're not going to be able to make a push right here.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to make a push there. I agree. Just take a look at what's going on right here now, though. You got Ghoulduck at the back of the group here now, looking to push up with his team, hoping that they can take the team fight because there is 2 players down. Best Wills just took a res, though, on Forgotten Crusaders. Not going to be able to do anything anytime soon. You can see Lizzie is frontlining right now, pushing into the team of Forgotten Crusaders. You can see you've got Raz there on that Shadow Priest. He's on the front line. Can they punish this? Double Warrior. They have Mortal Strike. They can probably just get him down here. Execute range. Are they going to score the kill? He does go down. Yeah, that's Drunken Raz right there. Really bad positioning. I don't think you've seen the Warriors that were there.
Yeah, Devim's actually taking quite a bit of pressure right here. They're pushing onto him pretty hard. He's throwing out the War Stomp. It's going to get the Rogue, but the Druid with the Berserkers coming out onto him, and everyone's going to jump onto each other at once. I'd watch those CCs right now. I hope he has his Trinket up, and he's going to have to pull out some serious jumps right here. He's dropping so low down to 3%. He does go down. They get the repick. Sergeant Quack with those quick fingers. He's going to have to get into bear form. Now he comes out with the War Stomp. He does go down. They get the repick again on Shamu. Now it's up to Shamu. He's got to put enough distance between himself and the enemy team and try to pass it up that graveyard. If he does not manage to do that, it's all over. He gets stunned. He's not going to be able to go around. They're going to try to get the repick again, and they do get the repick again, but are they just delaying the inevitable? Vegas Q to going down. Kung's getting the repick. He's got a bubble on him. He's going to get to pass it to Devim if they can coordinate it properly. A big silence coming out, and they do manage to get the return. They try to get that repick going again. That was a very intense moment right there, but they were not able to pass it to Devim, unfortunately. You could tell he was just hoping to get that repick, maybe pull out some cheeky jumps and get some distance in between, but they were unable to execute that successfully.
Yeah, that's a real shame. If Devin would have managed to get the pick that would have been a great repick train that resulted in reward. It's just unfortunate because I think his Bark skin would have been back available as well if he would have been able to just get that flag. Real shame. Well, let's take a look at what's going on here. We have Aero. He's going to be looking to contest Devon Trainer. We can see that he's out of stealth. Taking a look at Aero now. He's all the way over by the Zerka hut, just waiting on it. You can see Devon at the side. Healy Twink's already hot on his tail. Devon's having a tough time trying to get away from him, choosing to do some jumps around here to try and get line of sight of this hunter to recover himself. He does manage to get across, though. Does the stun come out? He doesn't connect onto Devon Trainer. Taking a bit of damage now. He's got no support. He's probably going to go down. That's it. Great persistence, though, of trying to get away there. A lot of people are just throwing the towel and just gone for the quick kill. So, kudos for props for trying. But you can see here now that Rip's Ducklings, they're doing pretty well in the graveyard here. They managed to get momentum over Forgotten Crusaders. And it's a complete flip reverse of what was happening in the previous game. You know, it was Forgotten Crusaders that was destroying the majority of mid. It must have been due to the lack of players. on Rip's Ducklings in the last game, because you can see here now Hulk's brothers just smashing in. Hulk smash, baby, just taking down these shamans, just slaying everything. He's so deep in. And I'm pretty surprised that they've not called a swap onto him back here, because look how far back he's holding the healers on Forgotten Crusaders there on his own, just completely uncontested. But you got Kunks now all the way up here on the front line, just throwing on flashes on himself, looking to make the push out the GY. Lips and Lizards taking so much damage. The trap was used there to interrupt the cast. Great job. Do they have Pummel available? No. Lips and Lizards, he's going to be able to top himself back off. Great job by them. Hulk's brother, though, is taking a little bit of damage. Are they going to catch a shield onto him before he drops? Maybe, maybe not. It looks like he's receiving heals now. It looks like Rip's Ducklings, they are kind of stable at this point in time. The full Hodge next over onto Lips and Lizards. Are they going to be able to follow it with any other CC?
Oh, they're actually pushing onto him right now. The Berserker about to come out from Bestwall. The huge CC. The cheap shot coming out. Good Luck is going down so fast. Oh, counter Warstorm coming out onto his team. He pops his trinket and his speed. He's just trying to put more distance in between him and the melees, but this is a lot of range damage coming out onto him right now as well. He's dropping down to 50%. He's just got to put as much damage. He's in bear form. He knows he's just taking too much. He's just running in circles almost. And he does look like he's managed to put enough distance to buy himself at least a few seconds, but is it going to be enough? Probably not, because they push on him again, and Kunks is just putting out so much damage right now, but I don't think they have any more CC abilities left, and he looks like they're going to stabilize for just a second.
Yeah, that's a real shame. I think that there's not much that they could have done there. I mean, good luck having the trinket. It was just really bad. They should have been trying to work on getting that trinket earlier before going in for that all-in opener, I feel. Because if they could have, if they would have got his trinket, then that would have allowed Bestwill to be able to get combo points on the frontliners on the enemy team, get the re-stealth and open with a between the eyes onto Golduck if they could have caught him out of form ever, or even in bear form as they collapsed on him, because that 6-second stun would have been really punishing. But yeah, upon that note,
that lack of kill, that was it.
Rip's Ducklings taking this 3-0 against Forgotten Crusaders with 7 minutes left on the clock. Great job by them. Let's take a look and see what's going on the scoreboard. Hulk's brothers, Banfirmy boys, topping those killing blows. Damage has been shifted. Oh, it's still going to be the Forgotten Crusaders topping the damage board. So it must have just been like better lined up damage and coordination with Rip's Ducklings to be able to secure so many kills. As you see, they topped the killing blows, but they didn't top the damage. The healing be done again. Lips and Lizard just absolutely doming those meters, doing over 500,000 this time. So great job by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it was. I was not expecting it to be so clearly in favor of Ripduck's team. Even after they lost last game, they were down a person, but I was not expecting that one person to make such a big difference. And clearly it did.
Yeah, it did. It made such a difference. But I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? I mean, one sub got made and one player got added, and it was a completely different game. I was pretty convinced that the Forgotten Crusaders that they had the most solid squad going off of the first game. I just need to get some confirmation now from the teams. Is there gonna be another game, or is there not?
Yeah, I'm asking them right now. We'll see what's gonna happen. Yeah, okay. I'm being told that they're done.
Okay. Well, if they're done, then I'll leave this and will not drag this out longer than we need to. I shall not torture you guys with more of my stream. But, guys, thanks very much for tuning in anyway. I'm really sorry about all the technical difficulties that we had at the start of the stream. We didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this, and it was a new broadcaster that we had coming on. Berg, props, man. You tried, you set everything up. It's just
it wasn't his fault.
His experience with the add-on and the script macros and stuff. He just couldn't fix it in time, because a lot of the scripts have to be run when you get into the game, not before the game, to be able to make everything all fluent and stuff. If you execute them in the wrong order, it can mess things up as well. So yeah, it was just a little bit too much. It just had to delay it, hence why I took over from there. But yeah, hopefully you can get in there again, Berg, next time and kill it for us.
Yeah, we'll make sure we get Berg some practice in between now and next time. And I do want to just say a few things, guys. I know this was our first event, and it wasn't like the most smooth thing in the world, but I hope you all had fun, first of all. Second of all, if you want to get involved, if you want to shoutcast, I'm not the best shoutcaster. I do it because I have to, and I do enjoy it, but I'd rather somebody else be doing this so I can work on the behind-the-scenes stuff and make it go more smoothly. So if you want to shoutcast, hit me up, hit up Blackout, hit up Ripduck, we'll get you in. We'll get you going. And if you want to be on a pre-game analyst show, we have we want to do that again. So just let us know. A lot of you recognize the pre-game show from the 19s Wargaming League way back when, and we want to bring that back. So hit us up for any bracket. Yeah, and follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely. Just touching on what Conk says, the more support that you guys can give us, the better that we can provide content, and the better that our content can be in regards to quality and stuff like that. You know, the more regular we're going to be able to get games because people are going to want to participate in these things. So it swings and roundabouts, really, guys. So if you want to get involved, you know how to contact us. Hit us up on XP off.
I don't think we need an interview. I don't know. What do you think, Blackout? There's people asking for interviews. Just plebmates, guys. Just plebmates.
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell?
Okay. We can do it then.
Okay. Let me just give him a Discord link. No, I can't give him a Discord. We need to swap Discords. Go to NWL.
I know Discord. Raz is drunk, so
go to NWL Discord. Go to NWL Discord for this.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna give him a link to this.
So
Discord.
he might be the better option to get in here.
No, we're gonna bring Raz in. No, I like this. Let's keep this fun. Light-hearted fun.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
So we're gonna bring Raz in for a post-game interview because it's completely necessary. After that, we need to talk to the MVP, the frontline Shadow Priest. I want to see his thoughts on the game. Obviously, that's why I'm bringing.
Have you got in contact with him? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm moving him up.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
What do you think, dude? What do you think? You play 19s US and 29s EU. What do you think, dude?
Yo, wait a second.
It's that bad, huh? It's that bad.
It was a good game, man. It was a good game. It's okay.
All right. So what do you think the biggest difference was?
I think the other team had 2 warriors that could lock me down. Okay, I'll try and be as serious as I can. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, you don't have to be too serious.
Let's cut the crap. How many drinks have you had?
Yeah, let's get down to the real.
I think I'm on my 11th or something.
Why are you drinking like on your own on a Friday night playing WoW? That's what I want to know.
I was supposed to go out, but my friends they
twink life.
Oh, feels
CPA
bad,
anyway,
man.
so I went on my own.
Yeah,
Alright.
it works. Sometimes it's just best to drink alone and play twinks, right?
It's super sad. Holy shit.
Did you enjoy the games?
I didn't really play much, but yeah, they were fun.
Yeah,
I think I did a few dots or something. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll be able to do more and they'll be a little smoother next time.
Yeah, this was actually I got to play my priest, so it was fun.
Yeah. I feel like there's definitely more options available at the 29s bracket.
For sure.
What we do know, what has come out of this, that we know that 29s in EU, they can front 2 teams and subs. We know that there's enough players that can log on to play. I mean, EU, absolutely.
For sure.
So what's going to derive from that? What we're going to try and work on, we're going to work as close as we can with people like Ripduck who are going to be trying to help us, get these events going on again. And we can work with them and really secure actual teams, pre-made teams beforehand. Maybe even get people to practice against each other beforehand and get some solid games out of it. And I suppose you'll be partaking in those, won't you, Raz?
For sure. I like this. I like that a lot. I mean, I think more GSC people will join because I think what they saw today was good, and they will for sure play.
It was actually
great.
Playing.
I will tell them to play. I will make them play.
Yeah, I was speaking to him yesterday, but I didn't check to see if you were online. I'm quite surprised because I know he likes 29s. That's where you guys all derived from, right? A lot of the GSC people was 29s.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised there wasn't more turnout about that, But hey, anyway, Raz, thanks for coming in for the interview. We're going to bring this stream to an end. And until next time, we'll see you then.
Yeah, and Raz, hit us up if you know of any war games we can spectate.
Sure, I will let you know. Thanks for spectating, okay?
Yeah, for sure. We enjoyed it.
It
was. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Okay? I love you both.
Love you too, Raz.
Good night.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That was the post-game interview with Raz there, guys. He's enthusiastic about it, at least. Troll or not, I don't know. But with that being said, guys, we're going to bring the stream to an end. We're going to tie this thing up. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter if you can. Follow the stream. All support does help everywhere we can. Yeah,
bump us on XP.
Absolutely. But again, guys, with everything being said, from behalf of myself, Conk, and the whole of the AEA, the Amateur Esports Association, thank you and good night.